Hey, welcome back to Vlogmas. Today I'm doing the chocolate book tag, which was actually done as videos. People have done it on YouTube, but what I saw was a blog, which was on WordPress, and so I thought I'll just use that one, and I'll put it down there in the description. All the questions are there, but then all that blogger's choices are there too. This is the chocolate book tag. I'm in my kitchen, as you see, and I have a mug of hot chocolate, which says it's from the Brightwood Inn, which is probably somewhere in Michigan or Wisconsin. Because I live in Chicago, and this was given to me as um, someone I know went there and got this mug for me. So I thought I have some hot chocolate, so I'll do. So when I wanted to do the chocolate book tag, I made a cup of hot chocolate, which I think is one of the options. I don't know, but we'll get to that. So yeah, here we go. So the first one is dark chocolate, and that's name a book that covers a dark subject. I'm choosing The Reader by Bernard Schlink because it takes place in the era of World War II Germany, and at least part of it does. It's in different parts. And it's hard to read. In the movie, it was also an Oscar-winning movie, and the movie is a little bit hard to watch. So um, it was an easy read too. I read it in a short amount of time, but yeah, the subject matter is a little bit hard to. It's a little bit hard to deal with because it's about trials, and the character is a law student, and he's observing a trial, and the defendant is his former lover, and who's a woman significantly older than him. So yeah, it's very hard to read. It was a good movie. It was a really good movie too. So yeah, I'm saying that. So the next one's white chocolate, and that's namely your favorite lighthearted read. And I'm saying An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. It's a nice read because I found myself laughing through lots of parts of it. And it was a nice book to put a smile on your face, and I loved it, and thought it was really funny, and it was really good, and it was a nice lighthearted read. Milk Chocolate, a book with a lot of hype that you're dying to read, and I'm changing the question a little bit. It's not a book that I want to read, but it's the show based on a book that I want to read, that I want to see. It's Game of Thrones. I don't want to read the books because they're very, very thick, and it's probably maybe 4 or 5 books, but they're so thick, and I don't have the patience to get through a book that's around 700 pages long. But I want to see the show. I really do want to see the show because I know how great of a show it is, and um, it's it's a big fandom, and I saw the pilot on DVD from the library once, but I wasn't getting a lot of time to watch the show, so I've only seen the first episode. But I really want to see more of it, and I really want to get into that Game of Thrones fandom only through the TV shows, not the books. It's just the books it would just take a very, very long time to read. The next one is Chocolate with a Caramel Center, and it's a book that makes you feel all gooey in the middle. And I don't actually like caramel. No, I don't. And I never cared for it. Never really liked it. But for the book that I'm saying is 7 Days and 7 Nights by Wendy Wax. And because it was a nice, it was a nice, sweet book, and it was just really sweet. It's, yes, considered sappy romance, and every time I refer to this book, I have to kind of justify how I don't think of it as sappy romance. But it was really nice to read. And it just left me like for several parts. I was like, oh, and it was just really, the characters are, they start out not liking each other, but as the story moves on, it's just really sweet and touching how they interacted, like closer to the end of the book. The next one is Wafer Free Kit Kat, and that's a book that surprised you. And I'm saying Mosquito Land by David Arnold, because this book is about it's like a road trip story, like how road trip movies and stories. Well, the character of Min is she's supposed to go from Mississippi to Cleveland on a Greyhound bus or in a pickup truck. It's with some friends that she meets and meets interesting characters along the way. And this is a spoiler alert. I have to say a spoiler alert because it's about the end. She doesn't make it to Cleveland. Um, her stepmother lives in Mississippi with her dad, and her actual mother lives in Cleveland. So her stepmother finds her and then just brings her all the way back home. So she was so close to Cleveland, but she never made it there. I'm sorry that's a spoiler alert, but um, I thought, wait, I thought she was going to go to Cleveland. I was really expecting her to go to Cleveland, and she didn't. So yeah, that I was surprised. It- Number 6 is Snickers, and that's a book that you're going nuts about. And it's because I don't like caramel is why I can't have Snickers. I tried Snickers and I don't like it. Um, so a book you're going nuts about. It's I'm saying West of Sunset by Stuart Onan. This is a historical fiction book by Stuart Onan, but I meant to say it's about F. Scott Fitzgerald. And I kind of thought I was going nuts about it because I was like, oh, it's my first historical fiction book, and it was really fascinating, and I was recommending it to people, and I was saying how much I loved it, and so I was going a little crazy about having read it and loving it, and I um, just thought it was really fascinating that I just had to keep talking about it. So number 7 is this one. It's hot chocolate, but with cream and marshmallows. It's just hot chocolate. I didn't put any milk or marshmallows in there. And that's a book that you would turn to comfort to read. And I'm saying Seriously I'm Kidding by Ellen DeGeneres, which I featured this book before, because when I read this in just a few days, it was hilarious. I was sitting on my bed, just reading it it's just a bunch of anecdotes and stories. That's pretty much what this is built of, and just reading them before going to bed. And it was just a nice comfort to read. I remember having like a moody evening once, and then I picked up this book, and it was the parts of the book were putting a smile on my face after a moody day, and it was really nice to read. It, made me feel a bit warm in my heart and such. It was just really, really good, really good. So that was the chocolate book tag. I wished I had pieces of chocolate to have on screen when doing this, but I knew I had hot chocolate, so I decided to make some, and I knew that was one of the options too for the list. As for a video, I don't know if there's an original video of the chocolate book tag, but I did find the blog, which is down there in the description, and it's by the Writing Hufflepuff, and it's on WordPress, and it's down there, and all the list of chocolate and all those statements associated with them are down there too. So hope you like that. Hope you subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.